Now, as internet grows, now as internet grew, we required a topology, a setup to interconnect the different devices. Now there are different formation of it. So in this video, we'll look about network topologies. Hello everyone, my name is Kuldeep and let's get started. Now objectives. Now what we will see, like we will see about different physical topologies, like bus, ring, star, mesh, and also we'll look upon the hybrid topology a little bit. Now how we do hybrid thing. So so in this video we'll look about it, and also where do you use these topologies, because at the end we have different types of organizations. Some are small, some are moderate, some are like big organizations like Google and Microsoft. So like if there is a physical topology, now where do you use these topologies? We will look in this video, and also we will look about advantages and disadvantages of various topologies. Now simple, there are four types of different topologies, as I said: bus, ring, star, and mesh. Everyone comes with their own advantages and disadvantages. We will look upon it, and with these four main topologies we can create hybrid topology. So like how we, now why we need topology? First, it is quite important. Now there are different types of equipments, you know that network holds. Capacity of the equipments, there are different equipments in the network topologies, like how the network grows, where do we use, and how we manage a network. So so if there is a physical topology, we require different elements like cables, like hub, switch, router, like according to the requirement. So like if we want to get interconnected with different devices physically, we require a topology. Simple. Now with the bus topology, let's start with the bus topology. In this picture you can see there are different devices that are connected, which we call like nodes. And there is a cable, a single cable, what you can see. Now there is a terminology which we call for that cable, that is called as backbone. We will see later. And there are two of the terminators. So one is terminator, and on another side it is written as a grounded terminator. So what are these? Let's see. Like bus topology is very simple topology in all of the listed topology. Now it consists of single cable called as backbone. As I said, there is a single cable in it, and we call it as a backbone. And there is a drop. Every node is connected with this particular backbone. We call it as drop. So, like bus topology, like every single devices can share using that particular backbone. Like in the network, like if you want to get connected, if you want to send, if a particular node, or if a particular device want to send something to another device, it can send with this particular topology. What terminators do, you know in this picture you can see that there is a terminator in both sides. What this do? It it stop the signal at the end of the wire. Number one. Number two, it prevents signal bounce. That's what it does. Now let's see about advantage and disadvantage. Bus topology, in this if there is a small organization, you can use bus topology. It is easy to install, and it is relatively inexpensive to implement, compared to other topologies. Now what are the disadvantages? Management cost can be very high. After installation, if you want to manage, the cost can be very high. Network disruption, if you want to add more devices, more computers in that particular topology, that can be really difficult if you want to add, because the backbone, there is a single cable. So like again you have to uh, like and like bring the different cables, increase the length of the different cables. Now, difficult to troubleshoot. It is one of the major disadvantage in the bus topology. But again, there will be advantages and disadvantage in various topology. But it is important to know what makes and which topology makes that fit for our organization. Ring topology. In this picture you can see there are different devices that are connected, and it is forming like a ring, you can see, and there is a direction that is being shown over here. Now, ring topology is another simple topology where each and every node is connected to the nearest two nodes. Now, one method of the method which is used in the ring topology is token passing. you know every single node, the data, if you want to send with some another node, it will be passed through various different devices. Data travels around the network. you know this is token passing. Now, traffic flows in one direction. In this particular scenario, we consider that traffic can be, it is flown in single direction. Bidirection thing in ring topology is also possible, but in this video we will consider that there is a, like, unidirectional flow. Now, if one station goes down, entire system will go down. That is one of the major disadvantage in the ring topology. Now, what are the advantages we will see, and also disadvantages? Cable and faults are easily located, and if there is something fault, you can easily locate it. Where is that fault, and you can detect, and that can be very easy for troubleshooting. Ring topology are moderately easy to install. We cannot say that it is easy, but moderately, yes, it is easy to install. What are the disadvantages? It is expensive. It is quite expensive. Maintenance, the maintenance cost, again, it is quite expensive. Require more cable if you want to, and network equipments at the start. If at the time of installation you require more cable, expansion to the network can be caused, again, the disruption. As we have seen in the bus topology, expansion is quite difficult. Same in ring topology, expansion is quite difficult in it. If there is single break in the cable, if there is a single break in a node, if something goes wrong, if some device goes wrong, then entire system will fail. That is major disadvantage, because there is a token passing that goes on in the ring topology. Now, coming up, you know star, we can say it is an extended version of ring topology, but like, there is something which is adding more valuable thing, that is called as hub or switch. Now, what is star topology? Now, every single node in the network is connected through the central device called as a hub or a switch. Now, any single cable can connect with two other devices, same as ring topology. Requires more cabling than a ring or bus topology. This is what it goes. Like, it requires more cabling in this particular ring topology. Now, easily moved or isolated or interconnected with other networks. So this is one of the advantage. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages? Good option for moderate networks. Low, setup cost. If you want to install it, the setup cost will be quite low. Easy to manage. You can manage. It is, the managing cost will be quite less, and it is easy to manage. That is one of the major disadvantage when we compare to ring topology or bus topology. Now, one of the major advantage why star became popular is because it offers the expansion. If you want to expand the network, it is easy in the star. Why in ring and bus topology it was quite difficult. Now, as I said, it is quite famous topology and it is widely used. Now, what are the disadvantages? Hub, there is a single point. If that particular thing goes wrong, then entire system will fail, and it requires more cable when it is compared to star topology or bus topology. Mesh topology, if you want to say about mesh topology, every computer connects with other devices, that is in the mesh topology. And this is also advantage, we can say, because there is no privacy issue, there is no security issue in it. Now cables are quite complicated, you require more cable in it, because every single node is connected, so you require more cables to um, uh, to make it like mesh topology. But if the security is quite concerned thing for you, then this is one of the best topology. Because if you see in ring topology, star topology, or bus topology, security will always be concerned. That is a major issue in this product. What are the advantages and disadvantages? It is robust. Every single device is connected with other device, that makes it robust. There are advantage of private or privacy or security. That is one of the major advantage, as I said. Now expansion is quite easy in this particular topology. In ring topology or bus topology, we have seen that expansion was quite difficult, but in star it was easy. Same way in mesh also it is quite easy, but the disadvantage will be that it is difficult to install. You require more cable, you require more network equipments, and that become very very expensive to use. Now talking about hybrid topology, one of the most used. Hybrid means what? We use different fundamental topology, we combine it, and we make a hybrid topology. For example, if you use bus plus star topology, then that becomes a hybrid topology. We call it as tree topology. Now in hybrid topology, you can play around with different topology and make it hybrid, but that will become quite complex. As a network administrator, that will be a quite complex and tedious task for you. So one of the famous hybrid topology, we can say, that is a tree topology, which is a combination of bus topology and star topology. And if there is a like both can bring, why we make hybrid topology. Both the topology has their own advantages and disadvantages, so it brings its own advantage, and the combination can be better option that can be done as a hybrid topology. Which topology to choose, it depends. Again, it depends on the organization. Bus topology, if you have small network, small connection, if you don't want to expand much, then go for small, because go for bus topology, because it is inexpensive. Installation charge is quite easy. So if you want to do that, then go ahead with the bus. Star topology, if you want to add or remove the PCs or different devices, and if you want the easy troubleshoot, if you have moderate kind of organization, like there are you know uh, quite users, you have in that particular organization, if there are quite big user community, then you can go with the star topology. Ring topology, again, like if you require high speed network, then go for the ring topology. And like mesh, again, it brings its own kind of you know uh, advantages in it. So it again depends on which topology to use and which not, according to the organization, according to the conditions which you require. And again, cost, that is also an important issue. So that's it all from my side in this video, and see you in the next one. Thank you very much.